Well, how about that then? Nice way to kick off the episode 4 of the review journal. Arrived at the lake. Mr. Seeley's already got one in the bag for me. £26, son?
£26 on the nose.
On the nose? What was that nailed on?
That is on a little black zig. Ziglets for the piglets.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We'll get some snaps done. I've still got to set up round now, so unfortunately I couldn't really get in a swim next to him because it's a busy day ticket, but we'll make the most of it, son, won't we? We'll have a good weekend.
Well, we're already off the mark.
Off to a flyer, mate. Off to a flyer.
Yeah.
Cracking little fish. Right.
Pictures.
Photo time.
Yeah, mate.
Photo time. Turn the hat round, man. Well, how about that then? There's no better way to kick off a video, or no better way to turn up to a lake really than rocking up and your mate's got one in the bag for you. So yeah, Sam's off the mark. He's nailed that one on a zig. Pressure is a bit higher this weekend, so I'm thinking I'm going to stick to the same sort of approach that I put into practice down here for the last 4 weeks prior to this session. With 1 rod on a baited spot, 2 rods roaming on zigs, and we'll sort of see what happens and how the session pans out. Like I say, I've got 3 nights. I've got Craig coming down as well. Hopefully he'll get in next door to me and we can do a bit of filming together. But yeah, like I say, I've done pretty well over here for the last 4 weeks. Those of you do follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Put a bit of time in, bit of effort, clocked what was going on, and yeah, only took 4 weekend sessions, and we nailed the big girl, 38.2 common. Backed it up with a handful of 30s as well, doing my PBs left, right and centre, surface PB, zig PB. So yeah, I've had a good little stint down here. So I thought, bring the cameras down. What better way to kick off 2017 with a video at Bayeswater, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't go how the last one did on my birthday last year, and we'll hit a blank. So yeah, I've still got to get set up. Like I say, I've got the house done. I'm all ready now. Just got to get the sticks in, get the rods ready. I'll run through all the rigs and tactics and everything we're using throughout the session. We've got a bit of time, so I'm just going to take my time with it and enjoy it. But yeah, really enjoying my fishing lately. It's been nice just to get my heads behind the rods and sort of get in tune with somewhere and try to mess about with all the filming and that. But I'm where I want to be. I'm finally happy, and yeah, hopefully all the hard work and practice comes together on this one, and we can show you a few fish on the old cameras. So yeah, bear with me, let me get my stuff together, and I'll catch up with you later on with some rigs, and hopefully with Craig here as well. Right guys, well, like I said earlier, the approach was 2 zigs out, 1 rod on a baited spot, so that's exactly what I've done. I've gone on previous 4.5 foot, which seems to be a good starting point. Black and red, or red and yellow is the 2 zigs that I put out, 1 at 5, 1 at 4.5. Just wanged them out at 12.5 and 1 at 11.5, just to sort of get them out there really at the start. If I see fish showing, then obviously them rods are coming straight in and they're going straight in the rings, because it's just a technique that's worked for me down here before in the past. Now the rod that I'm putting out on a baited spot, I'm going with a rig that I've been using now for maybe 5-6 months now, and it's the Ronnie. Everyone's jumped on it. I did like my multi-rigs, everyone knows that, but as I say, I've jumped on this Ronnie, and I'm using my version of it, which is not really just a standard 15mm bait or a pop-up. I fish it with 2 12mm pop-ups. Now you can alter the colours, 1 pink, 1 white, which I've had fish on down here to £30 on, but this weekend I'm going on the Candy Nut Crush. Little 12mm, instant baits, instant action. So I've got 2 of them. The mix I'm putting out that I've been spodding out, I'll probably put about 15 sponfuls out, large spons, and that's just a mix of 15mm key crate and normal key. There's probably 5-10 key of it blended in there as well, so there's a bit of crumb. A couple of bottles of Signal Rouser. I mean, I've got probably 45 litres worth of mix, so it's not really a lot of liquid compared to the amount of bait that's in there. That's been left to soak in there for about a week, and just some Kong, and that's really all that's going out. Oh sorry, and there's the micro pellet. That mix has gone in there as well, a couple of bags of that. Just different food items, some small sizes, big sizes, loads of attraction, and I say that's the mix that I've been putting out, and it's been working the last 4 times I've come down here. So I've gone with that again. That's gone out there. It's pretty simple, 12 wraps straight out, 9 foot of water. and I'm aiming at the pylon that's in front of me. I'm fishing swim 3. So yeah, I've got a Ronnie out there. It's just £20 combi link in weed, probably what, 6-7 inches. I've got the double 12mm Ronnie. Obviously everyone knows how to make a Ronnie now, they've been out long enough. Little blob of putty around the knot. I loop mine on, I don't tie it on, personal preference. And just a figure of 8 at the top, straight onto a quick link. Standard lead clip, obviously a pin through the swivel so the lead clip can't move, so it will dump that 3.5 ounce lead if it needs to. A little bit of tubing, short and simple, don't need to complicate things. It's a heavily stocked fishery, there's a lot of fish in here. I think there's something like 18 to 1930s plus fishing in now, so stock levels are doing really well. It's grown up a lot as well. For some of you that follow me from the start, I did a video down here with Harry Rees. He actually fished this swim, and that was quite a good few years ago now. And like I say, it was fairly, I wouldn't say a fairly new fishery, but it was just maturing, do you know what I mean? But now the trees are all up between the swims, there's massive reed beds. It's come a long way, and obviously it's just a testament to the bailiffs and the fishery owners down here that are looking after the place and maintaining it. So as I say, yeah, it's a heavily stocked venue. There's quite a lot of 20 plus fish in here, good handful of 30 plus fish. I don't think there's a 40 in here at present. So the comment I had the other week was probably one of the bigger residents, 38.2. I think the big mirrors last out 36, 37, somewhere around that mark, 38 maybe. So yeah, it'd be nice to see one go 40 or maybe a couple, but there's mirrors smashing through. The football I think is doing 36, 37s now, 35s. When last year it was 32, so they're all putting on a weight, so there's a fair amount of fish to go at. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this rod up now, 12 wraps, straight out on the spot, get that out there. And I think it's time to get the kettle on, because I have not stopped since I got down here, so yeah, it's time to kick back. And as I say, hopefully the fish play ball. I ain't put a lot out, I put, like I say, 15 bombs out on the spot. I'll probably top that up with another 5-6 tonight. If I have a fish, another 5 on top as well. If I start having fish on the baited spot and not on the zigs, then obviously I'll just rig up another bottom bait rod and stick that on the edge of the spot as well, and see if we can have 2 rods on a baited spot and see how it goes. It's just trial and error, we've got a bit of time, so I ain't in too much of a rush. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll catch up with you later on, hopefully with a fish, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Well, moving into the first night then of episode 4. It's a little bit chilly. I've got the wind smashing me in the face, but we'll soldier through. I think it's meant to swing tomorrow, so that'll do us a favour. Haven't really seen much, but going off past experience, it's normally around about midnight that they all start showing. So I'll be up until the early hours of the morning pinging them zigs about. But yeah, other than that, Sam's just got back from work, so he'll get his rods out now. No doubt he'll probably nick another one. Craig's here as well, he's all set up, he's just got his rods out, he's had a couple of liners, so it's looking good. I ain't touched my rods, so I'm going to leave them out for the night. As I say, other than the zigs, if something shows I'm going to put them in the rings. So yeah, I'm going to start to get dinner on. I've got an article to start writing as well, so I'm going to get busy with that. And yeah, we'll see what the night brings. But if there's nothing through the night, you know how it is, I'll catch up with you in the morning.
Got here about 6 o'clock, got everything set up, got all the gear in the bivvy, put the rods out. Immediately there were fish there, had a savage liner on the right rod. About sort of 8 o'clock, hooked into a fish, felt really small, lost that one. Settled in for the night. I thought when I get up in the morning I'll start recording, start filming, and we'll start working on some stuff properly. But I've just been woken up by sort of an upper 20 mirror. It looks about 27, 28. And he's just recovering down there. So I'm going to head over, I'm going to wake Lee up, going to put this on the tripod and going to take some photos of this fish. Before I wake Lee up, I'm actually going to put the kettle on. I'm not going to wake a man up without offering him a cup of tea first. But as soon as I've done that, we're going to get this fish out and photograph it. Can't wait because I've not really seen it yet, and I'm pretty excited to see it. I've never been to this lake before. I don't know how many fish came out in the night, but yeah, pretty happy to have a decent sized fish on the first night. See you in a bit. Alright, let's go see Lee. I've got 2 cups of tea, let's go wake him up. Here he is.
Morning, Trigo. Oh, look, right as well.
So here we go, first Bayeswater fish, 26.5 pound mirror, and an absolutely stunning one. And
Done well, mate, done well. First night on Bays, he's managed to jump out, nick a fish as well. So yeah, we've got 2 nights ahead of us. We're going to make the most of it today. I think I need to ring a few changes as well and catch up with these boys now, because I'm starting to fall behind a little bit here, mate. But yeah, man, wicked, absolutely wicked fish.
yeah,
They're all like
nice
it in
one.
here. I say it's a heavily stocked venue, like I mentioned yesterday. Quite a lot of 20s, 30s. Yeah.
Right, I think we should get some water on this, take a couple of photos and get it back.
Yeah, man, wicked, wicked. Right, welcome to the second morning then, guys. Obviously, you've seen that fish that Craig's just had. Something's not right for me, I'm afraid. We're both fishing at 12 wraps. It was his left-hand rod that went, and my right-hand rod was static, which was on a zig at around about 12 wraps. So, I'm gonna have a little change up today. I'm gonna put 2 rods on a baited spot, and I'm gonna put a little bit more bait out, because Craig put quite a bit of bait out when he got here yesterday, whereas I tend to just stick to my straight 15, sit on it, 5 before the dark, and then again 5, 5, 5, 5. So I'm going to put a little bit out today. I'm going to probably put about 25 spoms out, a little bit of bait, get that signal and everything going in the water, and get them fish honing on my spot, because yeah, I need to do something. Sam's on 2, Craig's on 1, and I'm falling so far behind it's not really fair, to be honest. So reeled in a zig. I've got no tubing, but I'm fishing fluoro, so it's going to sink anyway, but just to make sure, a couple of blobs of putty just up the line, straight through on the lead clip, and I've gone for a 12mm white pop-up. I think this is 4G squid actually. Short little 6-inch rig, and that's literally just going to sit up off the putty, probably about 1 inch. So that rod's going out, and I've took the double 12mm off of the Ronnie, and I've gone on to a 15mm candy nut crush. I've just trimmed down the edges just to make it a little bit smaller, and obviously it will let out the signals a little bit quicker because the coatings took off the boiling. So they're both wrapped up at 12 rods, so I'm going to ping them out now, and then I'm going to start putting a little bit of bait out over the top, and hopefully we can trigger something.
So just popped over to Lee's swim. I'm up there, and he's doing his chefy thing, having a bit of breakfast.
It's got to be done, it's got to be done. So the boys are showing me right up at the minute, I ain't going to lie. I've even changed my tactics as well. I've now got 2 rods on the bottom and 1 on a zig. But yeah, needed to get some breakfast in me, so draw for me old crumpets and cheese. Everyone loves a bit of crumpet, don't they? Let's face it. So yeah, I think the wind's due to swing a little bit, which might help us out. The pressure's still a little bit higher, but I think they'll definitely get on the feed. I think it's just a case of waiting for them to find the spots and play it by ear. But yeah, I'm gonna get busy and cook these crumpets.
I mean, we've got plenty of time yet. We're here till Monday, so let's just give that a bit of an adjust. Yeah, we're here till Monday, so fish have got to come across the spots eventually. Nothing's been showing, so there's no point in changing what we're doing. We've just got to sit on our hands a little bit and know that it's working. The fish I had was from my left-hand rod, and that's not too far from these spots. So we know the fish are in the area. They like the bait because we're using the key cray. We're using the same bait, so it's just a waiting game now. So we'll catch up with you a bit later when hopefully we've got some more fish to show you.
law.
Right, so fish number 2 for me. Had 3 bites today, should I say. Lost one about an hour ago, just took me down the channel. I had no control over it whatsoever. There's probably only a couple of fish in it that'll do that to me, so nice to make up for it a little bit of a 26 on the button.
Second 26 of the session,
Second one, mate, yeah. So
second one.
Getting amongst them.
He's having it large.
Little double corn toppers doing it.
I thought I was going to have a rest from the gym this week, but it looks like I've got a cardio session booked running around here with the camera. But yeah, happy days, mate. Well done.
Good stuff, eh?
Yeah, man, should we get some snaps?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So the Bayeswater Slayer strikes again, as he's known round these ways. He ain't shy of 100 fish a year, so it's fair to say he knows the water pretty well. And yeah, he's pulling it out of the bag for the cameras. I am going to point out though, for the last couple of times I was down here with him, he weren't doing
Totally outfished me.
Yeah.
See you later, buddy.
So this is the shallows at Bays. Sam's been working this for now, what are you saying, 6 weeks? 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit to put in the video from our previous work that we've been doing down here, but I'll talk to you about that probably tomorrow. But let's just say we've been doing a little bit of underwater filming, and yeah,
Got some good stuff.
it's some good stuff. Yeah, it's an eye opener, put it that way. But I'm going to get back round to my rods now because I've got my mate Mike watching them, and yeah, Sam's going to work, so I won't be running around here in a while. Right guys, well we're coming up to the second evening now into Saturday night. I thought I'd take just 5 minutes out of the video to run you through what's been going on down here the last couple of weeks or month or so. As you know, I've been coming down here with Mr. Seeley himself, the Bayeswater Slayer, as you know, mate.
Stop it.
It sticks, doesn't it? It does stick.
Stop it.
But yeah, basically what's been happening is Sam's been concentrating his efforts on the shallows. It's about 2-3 foot down now. I did the first weekend down there with him, and we sort of got a grips with it and found a couple of spots.
Caught certain fish, didn't we, Lee?
I did, mate. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
No, we'll leave it. He caught my target fish. It's enough of that, I think.
Yeah. All right, mate. We'll leave it at that then. So yeah, we found a couple of spots, and basically between us we were sort of bouncing off each other, weren't we? And
yeah,
sort of like, should we try a bit of underwater filming? So sort of had a little brainstorm together, and yeah, what kind of evolved out of it, mate, is what's happened, isn't it, over the last month or so?
That's it. I mean, I've started off using the fish by camera, trying that a little bit, and I'm not massively keen on it. I don't really like the way that it saves files and all that, so I changed over and started using my GoPro, just using the regular underwater camera, film case, sorry. Having to walk in every hour and 20 minutes, changing the battery and all that, it's a bit of a palaver, you know what I mean, scaring fish away. I've got a few sort of decent clips, but it could be improved. Yeah, it definitely could be improved. So I had a little look about online and found an underwater case where you can plug a power bank to. So I tried that and put it in, and sure enough, it didn't work, and the camera leaked, the case leaked. So tried it again, and it leaked again. So yeah, again went back to the drawing board, trying to think how I can sort of like get it underwater for a decent amount of time without it potentially drowning my GoPro at the same time. So yeah, I found it's called a refuel battery pack that goes on the back. It's all proper underwater. I've tried it a few times. It's in at the minute filming. Does about 6 hours, which is more than enough time really to get a decent shot of fish coming in and, you know, possibly getting a take on film. So yeah, it's still yet to happen, but you know, it could. You never know.
It's been tedious, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
With
many
slowly as
lots
the
of
weeks
trial and
have gone
errors.
on, it's got harder, isn't it? With the water clarity sort of got.
That's another thing as
a
well.
lot worse as the fish have got more confident and active.
You'll see the clips
Hopefully running on the screen now, if we edit it right.
Yeah, you should see the clips of where the water clarity goes from absolutely gin clear to what it is now, which is almost like a soup, unfortunately. So,
but
yeah,
there's still some time, and we've still got 2 nights, so
yeah, man.
You never know, it could happen. We'll go to the end, but I just thought I'd bring Sam in because I say we have put a lot of work, a lot of effort into it, haven't we, mate? And it's it hasn't happened how we've wanted it, but we've got some clips I wanted to show you.
There's some
it's
great
eye-opening, isn't it, mate? It's eye-opening, mate.
Yeah. Oh, the stuff that I've seen is just unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? From simple things, from when the swan comes down and picks your rig up and just dumps you in a pile,
or even passing through, even.
Yeah.
They ain't even got to touch it, is it?
Or spooking off the pole on one flip of his foot, and that's it. Everything just explodes. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just an eye opener. Yeah, man.
It is, mate. It is. Yeah. But yeah. So like I say, that's what's basically been happening. And while he's been racking his brains and pulling his hair out doing that, I've been taking a fish out of swim 11. So. But
getting amongst them 30s, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, but you've done a job this weekend, mate, for us. So glad you two have, because I certainly ain't doing much at the minute. But
still time, man. Loads of time. 2 nights. We're talking about.
Time. But
barely halfway in.
Like I say, hope you enjoy some of the footage that we've got for you, and with a bit of luck, we'll have a few more fish before Monday's out, won't we, son? While you're going at it, mate. Anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
One off the plate would be nice.
Oh, if I can get one off that dinner plate, mate.
The dinner plate joke is
genuine.
It is a genuine joke. Yeah, we was laughing about the spot being like a dinner plate, and obviously as the weeks went on, it got polished and it got cleaner gravel. And one night I turned around to Sam and said, "Do you know what? It'd be a laugh if you put a dinner plate in there and actually put your rig and your bait all on a dinner plate, and it'd be actual dinner plate like everyone says." The following weekend, Sam turned up with a dinner plate. So that's basically how it's gone on. The dinner plate's now in the spot, and it's been there for 2 weeks.
No, I think it's probably been in there for maybe 3 or 4. Every time I go in to check it, it's shining, absolutely shining. I absolutely load that thing up with bait, and I come out, check it, and it is shining. Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's the running joke. Thought we'd explain it because we've been going on about it for a while. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing, and you never know, you might see a take on a dinner plate before the video's out. Yeah, man. Well guys, good morning, welcome to Sunday. Another uneventful night for me, I'm afraid. I did have a couple of liners here and there, and a couple of beeps, but I think what's happened is where there's been such a crosswind and then we've got an undertow as well, I think the bait's spread out from the spomming a lot more than I'd have liked it to. And I think the fish are just picking up off the edge of the baited area. So instead of fishing 2 rods at 12 wraps, I've decided this morning to reel in and redo the rods. I've put one at 12 and a bit just to put me over the spot, slightly to the left of it, and I've put one at 11.5 just to drop me off of it as well. So I'm hoping that little change there may be able to pick a fish up if they are picking at the edge, because I must have had about 4 or 5 liners last night, quite vicious ones as well, so they was definitely there. They were shoving like crazy as well. I stayed up till about 3, half 3, as long as my eyes had let me, pinging the zig about, just putting it in the rings, but it just weren't happening, I'm afraid. Craig, I don't think's had anything. I don't think he's even up this morning. He was up pretty late last night, and I haven't heard from Sam round in the shallow, so I dare say he's had a blank night as well. My mate Mike though, who's been fishing to me left in peg 2, he took a nice common this morning, so it was early updoors early for a quick photo call with him. So yeah, that's where I'm at basically at the minute. Hook bait wise, I've got a cultured key cray hook bait on a blowback rig tipped with a bit of glow in the dark yellow Kong, and I've got a 12mm TG pop up as well on a blowback rig, just popped up about ½ an inch, just to see if they'll pick up a smaller bait rather than a 15mm or an 18mm. So that's where I'm at the minute. Angling pressure's slowly reducing as it is Sunday, so a lot of anglers are due to leave and they've got to go to work tomorrow, whereas I've got a week off. So I'm here till tomorrow afternoonish, and then we'll be off. I'm going to have a day at home and then I'm off to Linear on Wednesday. So yeah, with a bit of luck, the old angling pressure reducing, pressure's slowly creeping down as well. I think we've got a bit of bad weather on the way, so it's all looking good, it's all in our favour, and the other plus side of the anglers leaving is from where I am at the minute I can reach quite a majority of the water, so if I do see fish showing and there's no angler in the swim, don't get it twisted, there's a rod going over there, do you know what I mean? I need to get a fish on the bank, so it is what it is, I'm afraid. When Craig wakes up we'll have a little chat with him, because I think this is his first time down here as well, so it's good for him to come down here and nick a fish, but he's got a habit of doing that. When I take him filming, he likes coming with me because he seems to have a good session. So, but he's been doing really well down his Cindy as well. So, yeah, he's on form at the minute. I thought I was on form as well myself, but it's all gone to pot because the cameras are here. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll make the most of it, and you know me, I don't give up until the final whistle. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, today's the day.
Sweet, 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 please, sweet, 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 sweet.
Right, here we go, fish number 3 for me, £19.4. Just having a quick social round with Lee because my rods have been dormant for pretty much 24 hours. So
Instead of you saying bolt son, didn't you?
I must have got round here in about 15 seconds flat. Good job it wasn't a big one because probably would have taken me for a merry dance, but still, fish all the same, can't really complain.
Doing it, son, doing it. All them hard works and them weekends, mate, it's paying off now, isn't it?
Yeah, coming down there making my spots. So,
yeah, mate, well done.
Making it count.
Let's get some snaps in, guys.
Do it, man.
Yeah.
Right guys, we're rapidly approaching the last night we've got here at Bayeswater, and so far it started off with quite an eventful start, and it's plateaued after that, shall we say?
It has, mate, and yeah, we've tried our best. Like I say, we're doing everything that we can, but it seems to be for the past month I've been coming down here, the fish have been on the back of the wind. They didn't like following the wind. Arriving Friday, we had a new wind on, and for some strange reason, Craig, it's totally switched around, and they've seemed to have followed the wind and gone to the other end of the lake, into the other corner, and that's where they've been for the past 2 days, mate, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, we can't really follow them either. We've had some anglers on the other bank, and to our frustration, the fish have been showing a few rod lengths off of them, and they've done absolutely nothing about it. But the plus side is they've moved off now, and we're yet to see the fish, see where they are. But if they start showing there again, I'm sure we can ping a lead over there.
Yeah, mate, yeah. I mean, the good thing is as well, coming into Sunday night now, a lot of anglers have left, so there's a few swims opened up. 1 or 2 anglers have arrived and obviously jumped in some swims, but there is some free swims, so that means there's open water. So if they do start showing in any of the swims that there isn't an angler in, then obviously we'd be a bit stupid, mate, to not make the most of it and get a rig over there, wouldn't we?
That's it. I mean, Lee here, if you've ever fished with him, you'll know he's one of the most hard-working anglers there is. I'm kind of like, I set my traps and wait, and then I won't stray from that. Lee has been pinging flipping zigs at anything. If it could be a fish, there's been a zig on it. You're thinking, Lee, is that a fish? And he's like, why, it's getting a zig? Yeah. He hasn't stopped. He's cast so many times, it's ridiculous. We really are trying to get everything to get another fish on camera. But as Lee said, it's just not happened yet, but we've still got one more night. And then probably about lunchtime tomorrow we'll be off of here.
Yeah, I mean, speaking to Buggy that come round, Steve Bug the bailiff as well, he said Sunday nights are prolific on Bayeswater for anyone, any of the locals or anyone that does fish it on a regular. Sunday night when the weekend angling pressure does do one, the fish tend to have a switch on, move around and mop up. So with a bit of luck, as the sun's fading over our shoulders, we could be in for an eventful night. There's certainly enough bait out there. I must have done a good, 15 kilo an hour of spod mix onto a spot. I've had rods on it, I've had rods off of it. Like I say, I mentioned to you this morning, I've moved them different wraps and everything to try and suss out where these liners are coming from. But today, well, the last day, going into the last night, I've sort of settled on just fishing about a foot and a half into the back off of the spot, so to say. So we'll see what happens. I've got a couple of zigs at the arms, and like I say, it's going to be another one I was up till 3 last night. I might try and beat it, but it's whether my eyes let me, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah, what do you think of Bayeswater itself? Because I think it's your first session down here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my first session here. I'm just like, thanks for inviting me down. I've been guesting here. I'll tell you what, after I've been here, I'm going to go get myself a membership on here and come back here again. It's a lovely lake. Day ticket is probably one of the best day tickets I've been to. Yeah, here it's lovely. You can get a proper night's sleep, which is unfortunate because it means we're not catching fish. But I mean, that's how secure it is, and the guys who run the place have done a really good job. It's absolutely lovely here.
I think it's about 19 now, 19, 30, 32 plus fish. And then the head of 20s to back them up is ridiculous as well, and they're all pretty fish, they're well looked after. Everyone here's got their carp care kits, and like I say, it is a premier day ticket. And if you think about it as well, you're paying your £25 for your 24 hours, and then any further 24 hours, if you do it in a stint block, you're only paying 15 quid for them 24 hours. If you do 3 or 4 nights and you're the type of angler that does that, it's a great place to come and do that, because you save yourself a bit of dough in your pocket as well. So, like I say, mate, I think we've got dinner on the go, haven't we? I think my chicken might be burning now, so
yep, looks like
I'm
it.
gonna have to get on my toes.
So he's going to finish cooking his chicken. I'm going to go put the kettle on, and hopefully the alarms will start singing, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Yes, indeed.
Right, let's go and get the kettle on.
Yes, mate. So read that.
Going up. Could be another 30 before spawning.
Yeah, no.
29.4, eh? Nearly ended on a 30.
Well, what a way to end the film then. Mr. Seeley's only gone and done it. He has actually now one off of the dinner plate. Unfortunately, it was late early hours of the morning, so there was no GoPro in the spot, but it doesn't matter for me and you, mate. That's got to be achievement complete, basically.
Not
mate,
many
isn't it?
people can say they've caught a carp off an actual dinner plate, mate.
No, mate, no. And 29.4 as well. You've not only got to nick any old fish, do you know what I mean? You've had a fairly big mirror, which I think this is the one we've been seeing coming in and out, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
It
I think it might be, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
He's expelling the bait, mate, so you've
Oh, yes.
had him going. But yes, as I say, shouts to Steve Bugg and the lads at Bayeswater for having us down. Shouts to Sam as well, because he's put a lot of effort and time into this one as well. And the rewards will pay off, mate, aren't they?
In the shape of this little beauty.
Yeah, mate. You're happy with that one? Before
Yeah,
you
man.
trip to France?
Quality. That is, yeah. Little pick me up before I go away. Get me in the mood.
Well, I think we'll leave it there then, Craig, because me and you had a pretty blank night, didn't we, mate?
Yeah, I had a good night's sleep. I actually only woke up about 10 minutes ago, so that goes to show how good our night was.
But yeah, we'll leave it there then for episode 4, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks from me, thanks from Sam, and thanks from Craig, I think.
See you later.